Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. Now, sorry for the little bit of a golden hour, whatever you call it, going on behind me. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad, but what we're going to be going into in this video anyway is going to be value packed. So we're going to be going over the exact system that allows me to make 80k a month every single month like clockwork. So we're going to be going into it. Now, this is a system that absolutely anyone can get started with. Doesn't require much upfront capital. You can actually reinvest. You'll start making money straight away. So you can reinvest those earnings back into the business to scale it up quicker. And anyone can do it regardless of skill level because it is the easiest online business to start. So before we go into it, I just want to mention the people who have been leveraging, the systems that I teach. We've had one of our consulting students, one of our recent ones, Dylan, he went from 0 to 20k a month with this exact system that I'm going to be walking through. So you can literally steal a system that Dylan's walked through and is implemented and scaling from 0 to 20k a month. We've also had Jenna. We've signed her on as a consulting client. She's now working with 5+ models, and she just signed a really top performer male model. And then we've got Aiden as well. He's just made $137,000 with OnlyFans management. So a bunch of killer case studies and a bunch of value that we're about to get into. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are on the whiteboard where I'm going to be walking you through exactly how this system works. Now, I will apologize in advance for my terrible writing. It's always been said that I have doctor's handwriting, and apparently that's translated from writing on paper to writing on screen as well. I don't know whether I've just got bad hand-eye coordination, but let's get into it regardless. So there's 4 components to the overarching system that allows us to make 80k a month. So the first component is essentially recruitment, okay? So a recruitment system that allows us to sign models, okay? That's the first foundational step. In order to make money, you need clients, or you need people to sell to, and you need people to manage. So this is the recruitment stage of it. Then additionally, we have the onboarding, okay? So not only is recruiting them and getting them interested in working with us and partnering us as a partnership to make money together, exclusively partnering with, OnlyFans models to manage their account. But as well as that, we need to onboard them. So we need to be, collecting their content. We need to make sure that they're getting the reporting correctly. We just need to make sure that we've got contracts in place, just everything as efficiently as possible, so we can start scaling their account as quick as possible because we've got everything we need to do that. Then after onboarding, we have promotion, okay? So when it comes to promotion, this is talking about getting high-paying OnlyFans subscribers for your OnlyFans model, which is integral. You need people to sell to inside of the OnlyFans account if you want to be making lots of money inside of the OnlyFans account. One of our consulting students literally had 30 subscribers and was making $25,000 a month. But that is, that's not kind of the standard within the industry. That's obviously some very high-paying, high-ticket subscribers. But in terms of in general, you want to be getting, a few hundred subscribers at least to be making decent money through OnlyFans. And then we have, after that, account management. So actually managing the account for the OnlyFans model. Okay, so when it comes to account management, it's crucial because this is where the majority of the money gets made. It gets made from account management, okay? So when you're doing account management, you're essentially chatting to the subscribers. You're actually just DMing people and selling content, which is one of the easiest ways to make money is through, DMing people, messaging people to sell content that you send to them, which costs nothing to produce. So this is the business. It has 4 different systems that are needed to scale this up rapidly. Okay. So in terms of these systems, there's a few components that you need to bear in mind for each system. Okay. So when it comes to recruitment, you need to be focusing on getting high ticket talent. Okay. So high ticket models. So in terms of signing high ticket models, you need to make sure that you're reaching out to models who have, more than 10,000 followers online, okay? Now, there's a few reasons for that, but this is kind of our unique approach to things, is that it's easier working with models who are already in the OnlyFans industry than it is working with a brand new creator. If you're working with a creator or she isn't even doing OnlyFans yet, you need to sell on the idea of doing OnlyFans, and you also need to promote her and get her to stick to doing OnlyFans as well. Whereas if you're working with someone who's already doing OnlyFans, they're making 2-3K a month from OnlyFans, then you can step in and you can just implement a few systems to rapidly scale them up to 10, 20K a month and taking 50% rev share as a result of that. So you can quickly start making 10K a month from that one model contract. So high ticket models is the aim of the game from the recruitment system. And to get high ticket models, it's a very simple funnel that you need in place. Okay, so you have top of funnel. So I'm just gonna abbreviate that with TOF. As I said, it is shockingly bad. Sorry about that. And then we have middle funnel, which is MOF. And then we have low funnel. So bottom of funnel. Okay. So essentially, how this works is from the top of funnel, it's getting eyeballs and impressions on us. Okay, so getting attention. Now, the best way to do that, getting attention from the ideal target audience. So the more quality the eyeballs going into this funnel in terms of this recruitment system, the more likelihood that you're going to be signing higher ticket models. So the best way to do that is through a spear method. Okay, so spearing to get OnlyFans models interested, and through the spear method, we do that by sending DMs. Okay, so we send DMs to qualified models. Okay, through that we're getting eyeballs and impressions on our offer and on our agency. So from that point on, we can then get potential clients. If you've got no models looking at your agency or no models hearing about your offer, then you're not going to sign any OnlyFans models. Pretty simple. Then from there we have the middle funnel. So middle funnel is building trust and rapport. Okay, so they've heard about our offer, and maybe the offer sounds good. They'd love to get to 10K a month, but they don't trust us to do that yet. So the way you go about doing that is by providing some quick wins and some initial value to them. Okay, so the middle funnel is around quick wins, and we can do this en masse. So when you're reaching out to lots of models and you're getting lots of models in this funnel, essentially you don't want to be having to do like custom value for each and every single model that's coming through, because that's just going to take a ton of time. Okay, if each model who messages you back, you got to actually just hand deliver them some value, it's going to take a lot of time. Okay, so in terms of when it comes to the system, for the recruitment system, the way we can do that is we can build sales assets on what we call model attraction assets. So model attraction assets can be in the form of an audit, it can be in the form of a cheat sheet, it can be in the form of lots of different things. I'll actually just get an example of one of the old model attraction assets that we used to run. It was an example of an audit. So we had this pre-built audit, we'd offer it to them. As soon as they said, yes, I'm interested in your offer, we'd then fill out the audit and send it to them. They'd get some value from it. They could see what they could improve, they'd see what they could implement, just a basic overview to get them some quick wins. You can also get creative with it. So you can also help connect them with other OnlyFans models. You can also provide a case study of exactly what you did to grow a pre-existing model. That's kind of if you're already at the stage in terms of you've got a model and you've successfully scaled it up. So it's basically packaging value, okay? And then we have the bottom of funnel, which is essentially, very quickly, just taking sales calls, okay? So sales calls. I did say my handwriting was terrible. I wasn't wrong. In terms of, sales calls, it's very easy. We're closing them on a 50% rev share. So that in and of itself makes it a very easy sales call, because they don't have to risk anything up front. They're risking future earnings. But risking future earnings isn't as bad as risking immediate earnings in terms of how the human psyche works. So when it comes to sales calls, you can just close them on a rev share basis, and you're basically just helping them figure out what they're doing wrong, and then say, okay, we can help you implement X, Y, and Z, which is going to fix what you're currently doing wrong. So ask them questions. How many subscribers have you got? They may say, oh, I've got 30 subscribers. You say, okay, well, that's issue number one. You haven't got enough subscribers. So we're going to start promoting you on this to get you more subscribers. Okay, very simple. You implement this recruitment system. You can outsource it all with virtual assistant. So one virtual assistant, one VA can manage all of this. Okay. And you can hire this virtual assistant for $3 an hour to start sending DMs. And when they respond to the DMs, to give them the pre-packaged value. And then all you have to do is hop on these calls coming through. You'll get these book calls coming through. You'll hop on them, close it. Very simple. Okay. And you don't need that many sales calls to be closing these models. Very simple. So yeah, that's the first system. The next system is onboarding. So onboarding is a crucial element because it's the link between them initially saying, yes, I want to work with the agency, and then making sure they are fully onboarded and fully ready to start working with your agency. So there's a few elements to it. So when it comes to this, the main goal of this is to be professional. Is to be as professional as possible. Okay. The more professional you can be as an agency, the more likelihood they are to stay with you for the long haul. Okay, models like working with professional agencies. They don't want to be just working with some kid who doesn't really know it. So the more that you can build an onboarding system which is professional, the better it's going to be. Okay, so in terms of making an onboarding system professional, it looks in the form of setting up a client folder for them. Within the client folder, having examples of types of content they need to produce, having a content repository where they can upload content to so you can distribute it out, having a model reporting system, having a welcome pack. So essentially they just get welcome to your agency and they understand how everything works. Onboarding them into your own private workspace where you can communicate with them. Understanding how custom content requests work. You know, you can build out this system so it could be ready. So when a model does join, you can just send over a contract to her. She signs the contract. Once the contract gets signed, and then triggers an automation, which sets up the client folder, sets up all the assets they need, and sends them all the docs and information and details on exactly how to work with your agency. Okay, so this is really important. And lots of people skip this and they say, well, I signed a model, but she didn't really work with me that well. Well, chances are because your onboarding system was sloppy. Maybe you're just messaging her on Telegram saying, yeah, create this reel. You know, that's not going to get you to building a successful OnlyFans management agency. Okay. So then we have promotion. So promotion is very simple. The more eyeballs equals more money. Very simple. More eyeballs on your model, the more money that she is going to make. It's as simple as that. So the way that you can get eyeballs is by promoting her on different platforms. So you can promote her on platforms such as Reddit. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was shocking. You can do on Reddit. You can promote her on platforms such as Instagram. And then Twitter, you know, other social media platforms, or even like dating apps or FetLife. Like these are like niche communities to, you know, get interest. For example, on FetLife, it's all about fetishes. And on dating apps, you can then just promote the model, make us seem interested in the dude. And then the dude goes to our OnlyFans because he thinks he's got the shot. So very simple in terms of getting traffic. And very simple in terms of how you run it as well. So how you can run all this is through, again, a virtual assistant. You can use a virtual assistant to automate this whole process. And you can hire a virtual assistant once you've got the initial model signed who's doing 2-3K a month. You're already making, let's say, 1.5K a month if you sign a 3K a month model at a 50-50 rev share split. You can then hire a virtual assistant for $3 a day, or, you know, $9 a day, and you'll be making money. Okay, you can just reinvest earnings because you're already making profit from the get-go, okay, into getting her more subscribers. And the virtual assistant is going to be getting more subscribers into the account, which is ultimately going to boost up the money anyway. So, you know, either way, you can be making more money. So you can hire a virtual assistant to manage a platform like Reddit. So you can get a specialist virtual assistant on platforms such as Upwork or FetLife to manage the Reddit for the model. You can then have these SOPs. So SOPs are essentially called standard operating procedures. And you can just give these in terms of the standard operating procedures to a virtual assistant. So they just implement these SOPs, one step at a time on a day-by-day basis to scale up the model's Reddit account promotion, for example. Okay, so having a virtual assistant, giving them SOPs and letting them do their work is essentially how you get subscribers. Okay, very simple. And you can build out, you can hire virtual assistants and SOPs to manage all of these different promotional mediums. Okay, then we have account management. So account management is, the main focus is on making money. Okay, the main focus is on making money through chatting. Okay, so everything in the account management stems down to how you make as much money as possible. And the way you do that is through chatting, through sending DMs and then buying content. So we have the wall feed on OnlyFans, which is, the main feed that subscribers come across when they log into OnlyFans, like the main social media feed. Like, for example, when you load up Instagram, you've got your main feed. The same thing when it comes to OnlyFans, okay? You can leverage the wall feed to get people to chat to you, to send DMs by posting, sexy content, by posting, content with a caption saying my DMs are now open, or posting a content with a caption saying, oh, I just got back from a dating night, etc. Just conversation starters on the wall feed to get them in the DMs. Once you got them in the DMs, you can then do some creative stuff. So you can send them pay-per-views. You can send out pay-per-views daily, even 2 pay-per-views every single day. Just sending, a bit of content to, a few hundred people for $5 a piece. You can send that out daily, some consistent income. You've also got the income from the subscriptions in the first place. And then you've also got these chatting sets. So a chatting set is a pre-built set around a theme. So you've got, for example, date night. Say the model is going on a date night. So you post a photo on the model's wall feed of the model in a nice dress with a caption, now about to go on a date night, wish me luck. Okay? People will start saying DMs, they may get jealous. It's just going to invoke some emotion. So it's going to be a conversation starter. From then, you already have a pre-built content with pre-built scripts along it as well. So then you get people messaging, and you can sell content piece 1, which is the model a little bit more, sexually exposed. And you can charge, anywhere from, $10 for that first piece. And then you have the next bit, which is a little bit more arousing, and you can charge it for $20 a piece, and so on and so on. So you just have these contents that you're sending out, $10 that you're sending out, and you can just send, in a whole set, you can have 12 bits of content that you send. Keep it nice and simple. 12 bits of content that you can send, all upselling in price, okay? And then, again, you can hire a virtual assistant and you can give them SOPs to do this whole thing for you. So you can give the SOPs for the virtual assistant on when to upload to the wall feed, the content they should be uploading to the wall feed. They're going to have the content already because you've implemented the onboarding system. The model knows what content she needs to make. She makes the content, uploads it to the content folder. We then have a virtual assistant who use that content, and they use it for date nights. They start selling in the DMs. So they post an image to the wall feed. They get some DMs coming through. They then implement, selling these sexton sets and pushing these subscribers through, buying all of these sexton sets. And then as well as that, you have their pay-per-views. So you can have SOPs, standard operating procedures, on how a virtual assistant should send the pay-per-views, what price they should attach to it, what time they should send it out, how often they should send it out. All of this stuff can just be automated with SOPs and virtual assistants. So there you have it. These are the 4 systems that we have to make 80K a month. Very, very simple. We've got the recruitment. We walk through the funnel of exactly how you can sign these high ticket models, which is what you need to sign to make good money through OnlyFans management. We then have the onboarding system, which we talk about how to make it professional, how you can have everything structured out so the model joins and knows exactly what she needs to do to make as much money as possible. We then have promotion. So we talked about how you can hire virtual assistants, give them SOPs to handle Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Then we have account management, where we talked about how you can hire virtual assistants to manage the wall feed, manage the account setup if you need to do that, manage the pay-per-views, manage the chatting, even manage the live streams. There's all these sort of extra stuff that you can do as well. So if you're interested in getting access to all these pre-built systems, I've got them all pre-built. They're all running from an agency. Then book a call down below where we work one-on-one, hop on one-on-one consulting calls where I literally walk you through implementing each system and just give you each system. You implement it. We hop on the next call, implement another system until you make it 80K a month. Okay? So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.